Hey, future Michael, when you think that it'd be funny to have your kid in the room while you're doing a video about an unboxing and you're trying to like get a lot of information across, don't do that, you idiot. Oh, okay. Hi, guys. What's happening? This is Michael Keene on the Michael Keene channel. We're doing an unboxing. Here's my adorable child, who I'm just waving a bread knife around. Willy-nilly. Who cares? F it. Cheese. Is that a thing people call it? Now it is. All right, this is my father-in-law. Address. This is my father-in-law.
Yes.
His name is Doug. He is half of the people that made the birth of my wife happen. So that's
what do you think, Oliver? Is that cool or what? Is that really cool?
He doesn't care.
He loves his grandchild. All right, so we've got two boxes here, and you can probably tell from the title of this video that one of them is the Andy Milligan collection from Severin.
Whoa.
And I thought it would be fun to do this with my in-law because, you know, that seems appropriate. But first, we just literally, right before we started shooting, I got this package. It's from Jesse Nelson. You know what that means? It means Diabolic DVD, baby! So real quick, little primer, just Doug, to get you a general idea of where we're going with this. Wait, have you watched like any of my reviews on the YouTube channel?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So you know that I review some, let's say, odd films that people would consider a little weird.
That's somewhat of an understatement, yes.
Okay, cool. So, actually, if you could hold the bread knife, that's how you open packages.
I'm qualified. I am
right.
qualified. I have the bread knife.
I'll need that back. Actually, if you want to just cut that for
I
me.
can do that.
So yeah, this is really exciting. This is a, I hope, Canadian disc that I'm taking out here. I know that you don't love Canadian stuff because they're a bunch of commies, but
I was christened in Canada, for God's sake. I think I'm okay.
I'm going with boomer stereotypes here, folks. That's all I know. All right, so let's just throw stuff everywhere. All right, so what we've got from this first package, we've got Hokkaido, which I just know very basic stuff about. I just bought it because it was Japanese and it's full of monsters and junk. You can see there.
All right.
And then I got Blue Sunshine, which I'm not even going to dig into Blue Sunshine right now because, again, we have a bunch of other stuff to talk about. And it's a big old box. But Blue Sunshine, really psychedelic film. You would have really enjoyed that back in your prime, Doug.
Definitely.
Back in the,
Right on, baby.
And then finally, we've got the Canadian limited Hunky Boy edition of Psycho Gorman. Psycho Gorman, baby! So this film, as you can see, Psycho Gorman. Actually, do you want to read the synopsis for Psycho Gorman, Doug?
Limited Hunky Boy Ultimate Edition. I love it.
You want to read it out loud?
I can't read it because it's too little.
It's too little. All right, that's fine. That's fine. All right. Two precocious siblings, Mimi and Luke, unwittingly resurrect a wicked alien overlord who was entombed on Earth millions of years ago for attempting to destroy the universe. They nickname the evil creature Psycho Gorman, or PG for short, and use a spellbinding amulet they discover to force him to obey their childish whims. It isn't long before PG's reappearance draws the attention of intergalactic friends and foes. Soon a rogues gallery of combatants converge on small-town suburbia, where much blood will be spilt in order to determine the fate of the entire cosmos.
You could actually read that on that little
Yeah,
print?
I've got special millennial eyes.
Jesus.
Do you want to sit next to him during this?
Sure.
Here comes the
Just
next
the height differences.
Let me just grab a chair. Grabbing a chair.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Grabbing
You did
a
not
chair.
get the go-ahead to start. He's cutting into Severin.
He's cutting into Severin.
Cutting into Severin.
Cutting into Severin.
I'm qualified with a knife.
He's out of control,
It's out of control.
I couldn't help myself.
All right. Okay. Well, first we gotta look at this. So this sounds like a pretty niche film, right? Psycho Gorman.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't seem like something that a lot of people would even know about. Which I mean, probably true of the mainstream. I'll be honest here. But just to show you how cool current distribution is for physical media. So this is just a Canadian edition. This isn't even like. I mean, obviously you can buy it if you're in America because I bought it, but it was specifically made for the Canadian market. This little indie film that could, which is really tight. Speaking of Severin, tight slipcover. So it has a nice slipcover, obviously. Has this fun alternate artwork. Mm-hmm. Look at that fun alternate artwork. And inside, we've got trading cards.
Whoa.
Some crap for other stuff you can buy, including all kinds of Psycho Gorman merch. Got all kinds of Psycho Gorman merch there. And then it's 3 discs in size.
3 discs for one movie?
Yep. It is a massive, hunky boy edition of this film. And again, for something that is fairly minor. And that leads me into...
Hey. Sir.
Sir. Don't touch that, sir.
Oliver, come here.
Come here. Are you a bad boy? Why, yes, I am a bad boy.
Get caught? No. Come on.
Okay, all right, you feeling good? Feeling good, bud? You got a little name tag? Yeah, you're having a good... Oh, nope.
Oliver.
Look, it's a knife. Come get this knife. Come get this knife. Yeah, all right, real quick. All right, so... Actually, Doug, you can continue doing the honors there. So that leads me into this... It's not that sharp. I've cut up a lot of boxes with this knife. It's kind
Yes,
of
you
worth
have.
it. So Andy Milligan is not a very well-known director for any mainstream people, and even for like people who are into obscure films. Even then, probably not the most well-known quantity in the world. But here we are with this massive edition. We got all kinds of paper and stuff. Oh my God. Oh, jeez. Got, the little magnet. We got a magnet. Also made in Canada, oddly enough. Huh. But this is a cute little magnet we got here, a little Apollo Theater magnet.
Oh, this wastes of time.
And we've got the actual Blu-ray set featuring the ghastly ones, The Rats Are Coming, The Werewolves Are Here, Vapors, The Man with Two Heads, The Body Beneath, Guru the Mad Monk, Seeds, Bloodthirsty Butchers, Legacy of Blood, Torture Dungeon, Blood, Flesh Pot on 42nd Street, and Carnage. Now, 3 of these movies were released already through Vinegar Syndrome, but you get all the other stuff too. So, massive release, and we'll dig into that shortly. As you can see here, we also got some stickers, which Severin loves sending stickers. And then, I can remember these. And then also additional stickers. So obviously we got the normal Intervision and Severin. Intervision, Doug, is basically a sub-company of Severin. But these poster stickers, which are a lot of fun. This is all for the limited edition that I think was limited to 150 units. I'm one of 150 people that got this particular box. We also got one of the Severin Films Hall of Fame enamel pins. This one of Andy Milligan, sporting a pretty nice mustache, gotta say.
Definitely.
Pretty fun. Looks every bit the creeper that he was in real life. And then the pièce de résistance, the big ol' mother trucker. Oh my God! Holy balls! It's so much bigger than I thought it would be. Oh my God! Okay. Oh man. Let's actually put this back in the box just for now, so the baby doesn't catch it. Hey, look at this plastic! Play with plastic. Let's see. I'm gonna take that knife from you. Thank you, sir.
Cool.
Yeah, right?
I like that.
I'm gonna put that on my fridge so hard. All right. This is delicate. So this is a book all about Andy Milligan and his work. Oh my God. Oh, it's so big. I know, right? Here's some bubble wrap. Whoa! The Ghastly One by Jimmy McDonough. Oh, God. It's The Ghastly One, the 42nd Street Netherworld of director Andy Milligan. Oh, my God. Oh, feel how hefty that is.
I know.
This is from Fab Press. Fab Press, they did Beyond Terror, which...
Oh, to your right. Down.
They did this amazing book on Lucio Fulci, directed, Jesus Christ, written by Stephen Thrower. Stephen Thrower, of course, very notable writer who knows everything there is to know about Italian cinema. And you can kind of feel like all their books are chunky and all about what the mainstream would consider very obscure subject matter. That book has a ton of photos and artwork from the films, and I'm assuming this will too. Fab Press, if you want to spend money on books that are like totally worth it, Fab Press. Fab Press puts out some amazing work.
It is amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right, so let's see. I'm going to assume, based on my limited knowledge of Andy Milligan's oeuvre, that this is going to be somewhat not safe for work. Thank you, Doug. So, oh my Lord, you can see Andy Milligan, oh Jesus, peeking out right there from within the book. We got this O-card over everything, which, not a big fan of that, but whatever. And this is emblazoned with Nicholas Winding Refn Presents, because that man is tireless. Nicholas Winding Refn is a director who has made some fairly popular movies, but loves promoting and restoring old cult cinema. All right. Oh.
Definitely well packaged.
And there's the slipcase. Oh, The Ghastly One. Look at Oliver. I really thought he would be like over here all up in our business. Like I was really banking on like us trying to get through this. And him being like all up on us, and he is not. Yes. Hey, bud. So, as you can see here, let's open this up, see what we got. Already off to a good start. Full color illustrations of his skeezy films.
Hang on.
Oliver, do you want to help me out here, bud?
Sorry, he keeps climbing in the corner and standing on the rocking chair.
All right, so as you can see, plenty of not illustrations, but photos of Andy Milligan, of his work, just stuff like just a lot of imagery, up in here. So I'm already very pleased. I'm sure this will be a pretty sick book, full of interesting details about the man's life and career. I'll of course talk about it more in depth when I actually read it. Oh, my son.
Are you a monster?
Look at my son.
Oliver.
Cool.
Let me check this out.
There we go.
God.
What if he sits in your lap?
You got to be in good shape to
Oh, it smells like a yearbook.
read one of these things.
Yeah, this is the only. So the only problem with Fab Press books, as far as like their hardcover editions, is they're really hard to read. Like I've been going through the Lucio Fulci book by Stephen Thrower, and it is really kind of a workout. Like it's kind of like a special thing you have to decide to read at a certain point. You can't just like, oh, picking up this paperback. Even though it is very well written, it's tough. It's tough to read just by virtue of the physicality of it. Oh, buddy. Oh, you're so unhelpful. So, what do you think, Doug? Does it look like some interesting work?
Very much, yes, definitely. Not something you see every day. But in your world, maybe.
Oh my God.
You know, one thing we can pitch to people is have them recommend movies for Dad to watch.
Oh yeah, in the comments. My dear beautiful in-laws are going to be in town for about a month, basically. Please, what should I show them that you would like to hear their thoughts on camera while they're here? let me know. Get in them comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and then just tell me, hey, what should I force my in-laws to watch?
And we're game. We're open for anything. That's for sure.
And then here, of course, is Biscuit's Snowy Day, another great hardcover book. All right, so let's put this big boy back in its case. Read that at some point in the future. Doug, put that on the couch over there. Let's assume that he's not going to get up in its guts. And then finally, all right, so the Dungeon of Andy Milligan collection does not contain all of his films, although you can get his other two. I'll put a link in the description because I don't know who has them right now. But most, like all of his available, like all of his work that is not like lost or only like partially available is available to some degree. So this is not a complete collection, but it is pretty close. Gets a lot of them in there, and it's just a cool looking set. And we open this up, set the slipcase in there. So we get a second book. So I now own 2 books on Andy Milligan. Andy Milligan's Venom, written by Stephen Thrower. So we can see even more illustrations there.
A lot of what's in that book.
And you'll notice if you buy this, it is very similar to the Al Adamson collection. So if you liked that set design, then you'll like this. Very, very similar. As you can see, you have posters for the films that are on the discs, and then the discs just slide out right there. Blu-rays are not going to get super scratched up very easily, so I don't really worry about this anymore. But it's in, I think, chronological order, which I much prefer to the way that they did the Al Adamson. Nope, I'm wrong. It is not in chronological order. It is all over the place. You can see here the posters for the various films, Doug.
Mm-hmm. Check them out. And they have discs in them.
Yep. Yeah, so these are all the Blu-rays featuring the wealth of Andy Milligan's art. And we will be going... Oh, son of mine. Oh, my boy, my boy.
Go get the cat.
How did I miss all this somehow?
It's very underground. This is very underground cinema. This is the kind of thing that you would have watched like in New York on 42nd Street, like in a theater where like you have to walk really tough so that your shoes don't stick to the floor. But yeah, so we've got, as I said, we got the ghastly ones. I wish that these had, my biggest qualm with this kind of setup is there's not really any description of the movies. I was really hoping to have something. Oh, here we go. Okay, this might work. So in the back of the booklet, kind of like in the Al Adamson booklet, there is some explanation of the filmography. Let's see here. Without synopses. So this does go into all the films, but there's not like much in the way of like just simple, straightforward synopses. But it does go through film to film. So like there's one section where he talks about the Weirdo, the Bitch, and Guru the Mad Monk. Jacuzo and Stansbury returned to the States ahead of Milligan, who lingered for a couple of weeks. So your usual Stephen Thrower thing of a lot of history and eventually getting into something about the films themselves, but a lot of history. So between this booklet, let's call it a book. It's a book. It's kind of over 100 pages. And the big old boy, plenty of information. I think that based on just what I'm looking at here in Vapors, you probably are going to get a good idea of what you're in for. So the other book isn't necessary unless you, of course, find yourself really enamored by Andy Milligan, in which case, please, check it out. It is available still through Fab Press, I believe. That link also in the description. So, Doug, I'm gonna read off some descriptions for you, and of course, this is going out day of, so I won't have any footage from the films available just yet. But I am going to go through and review this one disc by disc with the Al Adamson collection. I specifically just did it all in one video, and I didn't go through and watch every single film. This one's a little bit more manageable. Still a lot of movies, but way more manageable. And we'll go through and actually watch them. Maybe watch some with Doug. I don't know.
We're here. We're ready.
I don't know how ready you are, but let's go over to Severin. I think Severin Films has descriptions for these movies. It does not. God damn it. Okay, fine. We'll go to IMDb. This is all falling apart. Hey, future Michael, when you think that it'd be funny to have your kid in the room while you're doing a video about an unboxing and you're trying to like get a lot of information across, don't do that. You idiot. All right, so let's just go with one. Bloodthirsty Butchers. That's in there, right? Yeah. A murderous barber and his equally psychopathic friend, a baker, the barber and baker hatch a plan to murder and make human pies to be sold in his shop. So Sweeney Todd.
Somehow that sounds familiar.
Yeah, so that's Sweeney Todd. Torture Dungeon from 1970. Okay, little torture dungeon. In medieval England, a sadistic duke plots to kill off all the heirs to the throne of England so he can claim the title crown for himself. That's fun. A period piece.
Not an unusual plot.
Yeah, still pretty chill.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Got them all.
Yay! Let's go with. Oh, this is one I've actually. Oh, that's a terrible description. IMDb. The Man with Two Heads, horror remake of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Cool. Okay, Fleshpot on 42nd Street is a porno. The Rats Are Coming. The Werewolves Are Here. Great title. My understanding, I haven't seen this one yet. My understanding is this one does not quite live up to the title, but we will certainly see. The daughter in a family of werewolves decides to put an end to the family curse. Still pretty chill. Literally nothing here is, I think, describing the insanity of Andy Milligan yet, which is potentially good. I guess surprises are good. We got let's see. Blood. A werewolf married to Dracula's daughter tries to survive in late 19th century Staten Island.
Of course.
Yeah, okay, all right. So fun stuff. And then but a few of the later ones we don't have in this set. The Ghastly Ones. The Ghastly Ones is probably the most famous film of the bunch. Oh, wait, this is a long one. 3 married couples are forced to spend the night in a Victorian-era house where they start getting killed off by a deranged psycho who's bent on claiming an inheritance they are all entitled to.
Should be interesting.
Okay, this is better. This is better. The last one. I'll add some footage into this one just for you guys, just to give you an idea. A gruesome tale of revenge and bloodshed from the shock king of Staten Island, cult director Andy Milligan. This has a lot more going for it. There's a lot of gravitas. This super cheap horror film story is set in an eerie Victorian mansion where a family has gathered for a will reading. 3 couples must spend the night there to inherit a fortune according to the will. Then they start dying, one by one, as people are impaled with pitchforks, decapitated, dismembered, and have their throats hacked open with knives. There is a lot of disgusting gore, including a scene where a hunchbacked cretin eats live rabbits.
Who collects the money?
So yeah, that's what we're looking at. Andy Milligan collection. Whoop-de-doo. Let's get a nice close-up shot of this. Look at this business. Look at that sexy box. It comes off easily, which is so crazy for me. A nice book full of stuff, information. This looks just like the Al Adamson book, really, except a little bit more well-written, I assume, because Stephen Thrower, baby. Oh, yeah. And then Dungeon of Andy Milligan collection right here. Looking pretty sick. All said and done. Very excited to get into this. I know this is a pretty lax unboxing. I didn't realize just how close to the Al Adamson collection this would be. So again, if you like the Al Adamson collection, I think this will be an obvious purchase for you. And now my son's upset and he's yelling at me because he needs playtime. So with that being said, for the rest of this month, we're of course going to be talking about all sorts of partner labels from Vinegar Syndrome, but also I will be going through each of these disc by disc. I can't promise it'll all be this month, but I will be going through and reviewing every single movie and disc in this collection, so stay tuned. Like, subscribe, hit that stupid bell thing. Doug, thank you for joining me. Are you excited to watch the movies?
I will be very excited to go home with that knowledge.
Let's ska some boomers. Bye, everybody. Go watch a movie.